How the hell did you manage that?
In all honesty, I have no idea. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So, I wasn't going to make this until I was ready to make it. However, a deal has come up, and we've got to make a start already. So, we're on with the next trade-up challenge. And to get the ball rolling, I'll show you what we're trading up. It's this, the RX-7. So the next one in the series will be me trading up to an RX-7 if it's possible. I was on Facebook Marketplace scrolling and this deal came up, and lo and behold, it's a phenomenal deal and it's right around the corner. So I've agreed to it. I'm going to fly over now. We're going to swap this for something a bit more interesting.
2 hours later.
So we're back home and I am over the moon with this. So there we have it, an official licensed AMG Mercedes A-Class. The problem with it is, it isn't working. So I believe there's some troubleshooting issues with it. But yeah, I'm not too sure what to do next. It's one of those. But we're on with it anyway, so bear with me and I'll get started with that. So, back to it. This thing's a little beast. It did come with a charger, and she said she wasn't sure why it wasn't charging anymore, so there's issues with it, but they were getting a new one, so they just wanted rid of it, which is why I got such a good deal on it. However, I looked at the charging port, and it was a little bit out, so I pushed it, and it made a clicking noise. Then I plugged in the charger, as you can see it's connected up, and it turned on. So I tried the pedal and it wouldn't go forward. So I'm assuming that it's completely dead on battery. But I've got it on charge now. I'm going to come back later on today because it's been on charge all night. I'm going to come back a bit later on today, see if it's got some juice and see where we're at with that. Luckily, it did come with the control, which is sat in the driver's seat, so I can drive this thing remotely, which makes it a really, really cool RC car. However, I have got some ideas for this. So bear with me, we'll start charges and I'll come back and we'll give it a test. Okay, so I'm having a little issue with this. So we've changed the batteries in this, so we have a control for it. The problem I'm finding is it's been on charge for overnight and I've gone to test it this morning and there is just no power to it. Like, the wheels aren't spinning, it's not moving anywhere. The steering on the control, when I press it on the control, it does move, like the steering wheel. But there is something underlying here that I'm going to have to get solved and get sorted. So I'll just give that a look now and see if we can get it moving right. So let me just give you a bit of a rundown. So, that sound. Controller is connected. That's the speed that you get you turning circle shit on it as well. Looks like you can't actually turn left. That's no problem. Left seems to be a bit of an issue. And then speed, just non-existent, not even backwards. So let's get these wheels off and take a look. Okay, so the drive is not working on this thing. So I need to take the seat off to access the battery and the drive unit. So let's get that started and we'll see how we get on. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It's literally one ball. So here's the battery. Got 2 motors at the back. A relay unit of some sort. Some kind of, I'm guessing that's all the plug-in bits and stuff. But we have the battery here. I can't understand. You can't see that, can you? Let's try and open this door. So you can see, that's where all the batteries and stuff are. It does need a good clean, I won't lie, but I do have some plans for this. I'm guessing there's just a problem with the battery running to the motors and everything. So what I will have to do is I'll probably end up taking this out, and I have something that I will show you. This here is an 18-volt battery charger for it's like a budget DeWalt battery charger. Here is my budget DeWalt battery, which is an 18-volt battery, and this is an adapter that will be in place of the battery, which will basically mean that I can connect an 18-volt power source to it. So rather than what's in it at the moment, which I believe is a 12-volt DC battery, we're gonna have an 18-volt thrown in there. So this should be quite fun. But yeah, I'm gonna have a play around with this, try and get this battery working, and hopefully come up with some kind of idea on what I'm going to do with this, because playing with electrics is not fun, and the moment I start doing this and it goes wrong, this becomes a lot less valuable. So we shall see. Before I start tinkering with the wires and trying to get it working, I have put it back on charge. I'm going to try and give it some more time, probably have a look at it tomorrow, in hopes that it will have created some form of charge to the battery, and then I don't have to piss around with it. But on the other hand, that may not work, and it may mean that I have to do the next video without fixing it, which I didn't want to do. I kind of wanted it to make sure it was working first before I started taking it apart. But it is what it is, I guess. You can't hold on to things. But we'll make it work, whatever it is, and we'll get it done. Yeah, that's where we're at. Okay, so it has been charging for a while now, and yeah, we're gonna get it unplugged, uncharged, and then we're gonna test it. So I'll try and be quick to see if there is any life in this battery. So unplug. Get started. That's on slow mode. And then it's dead. So there was a little bit of charge in it. I think for this video, I'm just gonna have to finish it here, leave it on charge, and then see where we're at in the next video. But right now, it's not looking good. And either way, I do plan on doing this battery swap. So regardless, in the next video, we'll see if this is up and working properly, or we're just gonna shove this straight in it. So clearly I don't have a lot of faith in this. Obviously, I got it for a little tiny toy car, so we're on to a winner regardless, but there may still need to be some work done to this. As for the trade-up itself, obviously we're doing the RX-7 now. Because my YouTube isn't monetized, I fund all this myself, I do all this myself, and because I want the RX-7, and if we manage to get to an RX-7, even better. But the other side is, if I'm paying for this, there is a good chance that if I can get one without an engine, I'm going that route, and I'm putting an LS swapped engine in it, which I know is sacrilege to anyone who's an RX-7 fan. I know they don't sound as good. However, the reliability on a rotary engine just puts me off. The 10 minutes of refueling, just adding additives and changing the oil every time you refuel, it's just a bit much. So at this point in time, there isn't going to be a rotary put in my RX-7. However, if by the point of an RX-7, I've changed my mind, we'll be putting a rotary in it. Or, alternatively, if I have enough followers or enough monetization from YouTube, I'll put a rotary in it. So, we'll have to see. But for now, that's it for this video. So, thank you again for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Really appreciate all the support. And I hope you're excited for this next series, the RX-7 Trade-Up Challenge. Alright, thank you.